GPS.
Oh, wait.
There you go.
Sorry, go ahead now.
GPS.
Oh, wait.
There you go.
Sorry, go ahead now.
GPS.
Oh, wait.
There you go.
Sorry, go ahead now.
GPS.
Oh, wait.
There you go.
Sorry, go ahead now.
GPS.
Oh, wait.
There you go.
Sorry, go ahead now.
GPS.
Oh, wait.
There you go.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Positive Raid. It's Thursday, the 28th of April. Welcome, everybody, to another episode where we fly around and do stuff. How do I describe that any better? I don't know. Anyway, so we're going back to props today, and I've got two members of the Positive Raid team with me tonight. So, firstly, say hello, Nick.
Hi, everyone.
And, of course, as always, it's Shark Kitty joining us today. Say hello, Shark Kitty.
Hello.
So we're in Seattle. Now, this is, I don't know who has more information about this place, but I think this is Everett. But this is Boeing Field, or what's known as Boeing Field, Boeing Airport in North Seattle. And yeah, this is where all the magic happens if you are a Boeing fan. So we're going to be departing here, and I'll just bring up the flight plan here in just a minute. So we're going to be heading north. We're going to take a nice slow pass over Seattle. We'll see the Space Needle and some of the downtown area. It's quite an interesting place, Seattle, actually. Some interesting buildings there. And there's actually, I don't know if I have an add-on for this, but there's a moving Ferris wheel, and you can actually see the lifts going up and down, the elevators going up and down on the Space Needle. It's really cool. So we're going to continue on up from there. And take a nice leisurely trip up the coast there. And we're going to land at, now that is Kilo November Romeo Alpha. I think we're landing there anyway. Is it on the flight plan? No, it isn't. I think we're passing that. We're landing at Lupien. Yeah, that's it. So we're actually overflying that, even though it looks like we're going, but we're going to land at Lupien. And then we're going to cross the water over to Victoria Island now. This is actually crossing into Canada. And we're going to overfly Victoria City and land at Victoria International. And then we're going to zoom back over and we're going to land at Orcas. And then head on up, overfly Vancouver, and land at Vancouver International. So there you go. All in, if we do it right, should take us about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit longer, depending on if you guys can get me to shut up. But anyway, we'll see. So, anyways, Nick, how's your week so far?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. So obviously, it's some update in 9 weeks, so it was much anticipated, and
yeah,
we're just ironing out the last few bugs now.
I was really nervous. I didn't actually update it till yesterday, and I did all the normal precautions. You know, I took out the community folder as much as I could. I didn't want to uninstall all of my Orbix and various things. I just kind of took a chance on it. But yeah, I went in and loaded up, and I did a test flight in the fly-by-wire and a test flight in the Aero, and it seems okay. So, fingers crossed, nothing emerges on the stream today, but what about yourself, Shark Kitty? Did you have any problems with the updates?
Well, I was a little worried about that, but when I did my testings earlier, I didn't have any problem. I just tested the plane I wanted to fly, and no issue despite it using the G3X, and I've read that there's issues with avionics. It just works with no issue at all.
Oh, good to hear. Anyways, say a quick hello in the chat. So we got Jhog. Hello, sir. How are you doing today? And Gav, evening. I hope you're still staying with us at the moment. A big hello to Ollie Holborns, if I'm pronouncing that right. Hi, Ollie. How are you? Hope you're having a good night. And thank you for coming to Positive Rate today. And of course, Dark Fury, he's not joining us tonight, either on flight or on voice, but he is watching and interacting with us on chat today. So, Dark, thank you for coming along tonight, of course, as well. Anyway, shall we jump into the action here? So, just 4 of us in the tarmac right now. Maybe this is going to increase over time, but we'll see. We're back in the Aero today, or at least I am. We'll take a quick look. I can see Nick and Jhog's in the Aero as well. Now, Shark Kitty, what are you in? You're in something different.
I'm flying the Vance RV-14A.
In other words, all right. In other words, something I don't have. So you're showing up as something completely different.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's a light low wing.
It's a light low wing. Okay, all right. You gotta give me advance notice of these things. So, anyway, as far as anyone else is concerned, you're flying a Cherokee, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, yep. Right. So yeah, here's Boeing Field. It's obviously a different kind of place, but it is actually a functioning airport. I didn't realize people do actually get flights out of here. It's not just for Boeing to have a play about with their big airplanes. But you can see quite a few factories and things like that around here, and some largest size hangars. And I presume, although this is obviously from the satellite imagery, that had that actually been on the tarmac in real life, that would have been pretty cool, because I can see a Concorde, looks like maybe a DC-10, I don't know. It's interesting. Can't tell what all that is. Anyway, okay, so are we going to slide into the action here? And, yeah, just, it's nice to get back in the props. As much as I enjoyed the jets last week, guys, I'll tell you, by the end of that, I really felt like it had a workout. My neck was sore, my palms were absolutely sweaty, and, it was so intensive and paying so much attention. It was like, oh my God. I don't know if I could do it 2 weeks on the trot. Not the Grand Canyon, anyway. But perhaps we could think about doing jets where we do some island hopping or something like that. But because we can travel faster, we can kind of visit more places in a shorter frame of time. I don't know. What do you guys think about that idea?
I think it's a good idea.
So perhaps we can do something like that. Anyway, so I'm going to get things going here. First of all, turn on the battery. And if Nick and Shark Kitty and J-Hog, you want to power up as well. You see our flight plan's already loaded in the handy dandy GPS here. And I'm going to add... Sorry. Start that up. Oh, got no prop noises. Hang on. Let's improve that first. There we go. Let's try this again. A little bit of throttle. Oh, I'm missing. Oh, my mixture's down. Hang on. Put that mixture up. There we go.
And prop.
And prop. There we go. That'll do. Let that settle in a bit. Okay. If you're listening along, let me know if the sound levels are okay. Ollie, J-Hog, would be helpful if you could tell us if is the music too loud, too soft, is the sim loud enough, or are we too loud? Let us know. Just make sure everything's sounding okay to you guys. And what's your fancy? Should we take off from the southern point of the runway, guys, or the north? We're heading north anyway.
Up to you. I'm looking at the 787. Going backward really fast.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
I think they're trying reverse takeoff.
Well, we do have our option of there is a smaller runway at the northern point of the apron if you want to roll up to that, and that's probably perfect for us, and we can stay out of the way of that big 747. And Black Eva's in the chat. How you doing? Hi, Black Eva. How you doing? He says prop is always all the way forwards until you set for cruise. All right. Okay. Fair enough. I'll pay attention to that for next time. Ollie says music sounds great. Cool. And then Black Eva says, oh, and hi, Wally Canuck, after giving me a lecture about the prop. Hello. How are you, mate? Hope you're doing all right. So we're just getting ready to roll here from Boeing Field. I think we'll probably head up to that north runway at the north part of the apron there.
Where's my taxi light? Here.
Oh yeah. Probably do something like that as well,
You can use the landing lights if you want, but there's no taxi light in the arrow.
Not as such. Not as such.
But you can turn on your nav lights if you haven't.
You know what?
It's you see you got two light knobs, and the left one, if you scroll it up just one notch, it's gonna turn on the nav light.
I've got an interesting problem here.
That's how it works, but
I've just lost complete control of the plane. I'm not sure what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
huh?
Oh wait, okay, I'm okay now. I think that was weird. I think it must be maybe a jammed brake or something, I'm not sure.
That 787 has taken off with a real high pitch angle.
Right, get back onto this taxiway again. Okay, I think I'm alright now. I think I'm alright. Black Eva says, sorry mate. No, it's okay. It's alright. Hey, you know what? we're all here to learn, right? So I'm gonna maybe know things that you won't, and you'll know things that you'll absolutely know things I don't. It's a learning community. That's the whole point of being here. Try to learn from each other. And he says, I should have said good day first. I blame jet lag. Yeah. Oh, or you beat me to it, sure, kitty. Right, how do we get to this runway here? I gotta check the map.
Can continue on to that taxiway.
I think it's... Yeah, it looks like it just rolls.
You'll see it's basically gonna do a little chicane to the right. That's when you're gonna have the runway.
Alright, I got you. Okie doke. Sorry, did you say go to the right? Yeah, because that enters the other runway, so it must be.
Like, you see the taxiway is just gonna turn on its own a bit to the right.
Yeah.
Wait, what? There's a plane on its roof.
Hey, well,
Okay,
this is
here?
This is Seattle. The place has got a history, you know.
I see.
I won't go any further than that. It might get political.
And then when you got a taxiway to your left, that's when you can turn on the runway.
Yeah, I'm just about to cross it. Looks like it's Alpha. Okie dokie. Right, so I'm gonna come up to the threshold here and we'll pause, just take a quick look back and see if everyone's rallying around us. And there we go. And of course that positive rate livery can be yours if you have the Just Flight arrow. Just go into the show description and go to our downloads near the bottom. We've got a positive rate livery for the arrow and also for the Just Flight Hawk. Completely free. Designed by our very own Dark Fury, who's not with us on stream tonight, but he is in the chat. And that's what you're going to get. And we may, I think Dark said we might look at a special edition version of that arrow. But we've got other airplanes to do at the moment, so... Yeah, we'll see what happens anyway. I seem to be rolling without consent here. So we'll get on the collision lights. The props are set to full and the mixture is up. I've got fuel pumps on low, which should do. And of course I want to set those flaps as well, so let's do that. So 1 degree of flaps. Try this way. There we go. 1 degree of flaps. Okay. And we'll head out.
Yep.
As soon as I figure out why this throttle's not moving, which is misbehaving again. I'm having all sorts of problems tonight. There we go. I know what it is, but I don't have time to sort it out. So we're just gonna have to live with it. Okay, bring up about 50% power. And up to full. One thing I noticed, guys, it takes a bit of getting used to the rudder back on the arrow again. It's quite sensitive and you forget.
Yeah, it's because they made they adjusted the rudder so that it feels more realistic. So you need more input. Yeah. But that's really good, actually.
And of course, positive rate. Gear up.
Gear up.
Tuck the flaps in here, so I think we'll take it up to, we don't want to go too high because there's lots to see here. But I'm probably going to hold it at about 1,000 feet. Right about there, I think.
Pulse lights. 1,000 feet, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we'll take a nice little tour of the city here. Just get some nice views of Seattle here because it is an amazing, amazing city. Gonna go to the home of. Can anyone remind me what is it Seattle? Not the Supersonics. I can't remember what the football team is, but that's obviously a football stadium. And I think behind it is the baseball stadium. Yeah, that's right. It's quite got a beautiful downtown sector there. So there's a nice cruise ship. Boy, I wish I was on that instead of here. No, actually, I want to be here too. That's fine. And of course,
Just slow down a bit, please.
yeah, everybody recognizes the Space Needle, which at one point, I think, years and years ago, was the largest freestanding structure in the world. 'Cause I think it's around. I think it's roughly or slightly higher than the Eiffel Tower. Could be wrong. Anyway, shall we? I'm probably going way too fast here, actually. Now that I think about it, because I've not backed off my throttle. So, guess we're gonna settle in for 120 knots again. Do you think?
Yes,
I think
please. I can
yeah.
catch up with you right.
Okay, I'll do. Let me do a slow circle first, Shark, and then. I was going about 180. I was actually very close to topping out. So it's just as well I had a look. Oh, come on. Behave yourself. And hello to who just came in. I can't read your name, but welcome to Positive Rate. Maybe if you can tell us in English what your name is so I know what to call you. Oh, I like Ollie's question. He was asking Dark if he uses Blender or Photoshop. Excuse me. Naz. Welcome, Naz. Thank you for joining today. Right, I see Nick behind me. He's gaining, and I don't see you, Sharky, behind me. Or are you still?
Yeah, I'm behind you.
Okay.
Turning toward you.
Oh, right. You're okay. So you did catch up to me.
Getting used to the head tracking.
Oh, what is it you're using? Is it Track IR?
I use the land clip vision. So it's homemade, basically.
All right. Sounds
It's coming
intriguing.
from the UK.
I see.
That works just as well, but it's a bit cheaper than Track IR.
How much is the Track IR these days? I haven't looked at it recently.
About $180 for Track IR.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's why I didn't buy that.
I don't remember it being that much, years ago. But the funny thing is, I find a lot of the kit that we would have got about 3 or 4 years ago is doubled in price without much explanation at all. Simply because flight simulations just become really popular. So I think what I'm going to do is turn the plane around. I think, Nick, that you should be relatively close to catching up now. Still going really quick, though.
Yeah, I had a few problems there, but I'm back on track. So
Okay.
Oh, it's Nick I'm following. Where's Willy? Oh, there
don't
you
say
are.
that. I'm following you. Oh, maybe I'm not.
All right, that's how you have.
I'm actually
planes
coming.
rushing head on.
Looks like I'm coming in behind you, Nick. So you don't want to turn too much because I'll probably. Right, I'm settling to 120 knots now, so it should be a bit easier. Oh, no, didn't want to do that either. And I'm going to command the autopilot to start flying the course as well. So hopefully that's going to pick it up somewhere. I think.
Right.
Yeah. It's in terms of the actual course, the course is right near the coast, so that's where I'm heading now. And then I'm going to take a right turn once we get to it, or at least the airplane will. And we can have a bit of a chat. So, you know, guys, so much stuff coming out right now. PMDG. There's quite a few previews of that. I just watched British Av Geek earlier today, was trying it out. It just looks amazing. Really, really cool. And I wasn't going to get it day one, but I'm starting to kind of have second thoughts about that because it does look really good. What's your impressions of it, Nick, from what you've seen in the previews so far?
It's a weird one. To be honest, I'm getting a bit sick and tired of it.
Just the hype?
And just the hype is going on and on and on.
It is.
We obviously had the I was expecting it to be showcased for a week and then released, and there'll be more details. But obviously, Flying Fabio found that landing bug, which is like knocked everything back.
So what was that? Just in the PMDG? Because I thought there was some sort of general problem with the sim update.
From what I understand, it has occurred on other aircraft, but no one can quite pinpoint why. But it seems to be affecting the 737 if you use spoilers and flaps 40. It's
right.
Just a weird, yeah.
And
only those two settings.
So what happens if that bug? How does the bug manifest then?
As soon as you touch down your nose wheel on landing, the aircraft goes into a bit of a frenzy and starts bouncing around all over the place.
Oh right. So Dark Fury says the 737 is on the PMDG store for $999,999,999. Well, it's a bargain.
Oh, that's one of those joke prices that study level developers do. I think there was totally did something like that with the A340.
Yeah.
I think it was something like 300,000 and $600 or something, because it's the A340-600.
Ah, got you. Okay.
Or something like that. I don't know, but they did that on the Explain store before it came out.
Okay. Blackie was saying, looking forward to the PMDG. Can't wait to see how close it is to the real thing. Well, you know, I flew the original PMDG release for the 737. I actually want to say it came out for Flight Simulator 2004, but it definitely came out for FSX. And around the same time, there was the Level D767. Level D767 for its time was amazing, absolutely incredible. But the PMDG was definitely right up there with the Level D. The Level D, of course, is no longer around, so PMDG is all we got left. But at least from the Boeing side of things. But yeah, you know, very, very, very well modeled. I think at the time I had a slight nitpick about the hydraulics modeling, but generally, you know, really solid aircraft. And of course, they've just gotten better and better over time. But when you're talking about PMDG, that's not the airplane that gets me excited. The airplane that actually gets me excited, which I expect we'll probably be seeing soon, is the Queen of the Skies, because it's that 747 accurate model. That's the thing I'm really interested in, you know? And so 737 is great, but I apologies for saying this, but I already have a pretty high fidelity airplane in that class with the fly-by-wire. Yes, I know it's not as good as what PMDG will be. And I do want, don't get me wrong, I absolutely want the PMDG 737. I want that in my library. But but it's just in terms of the balance of what's coming out. And of course, you know, Just Flight's BA 146 is emerged as well, and there's lots of choice. And I know that there was also mention that the MD-83, the Mad Dog, Fly the Mad Dog, that's getting closer to release now.
It's releasing Saturday.
Is that releasing Saturday? Wow. Now that's a cool airplane. And Fly the Mad Dog.
Sorry, it's either Friday or Saturday. I know that I have a sneaky suspicion that they were waiting for the 7.3, and with the delays and everything, they've just gone, right, okay, let's get it out now.
Right.
I think they were going to wait first. But yeah, that's I'm sure it's tomorrow or Saturday it's coming out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. So now, Fly the Mad Dog. That's an elite studio. I don't know if you're new to the simming. There's a lot of these older studios that we're quite familiar with. That is one to watch if you like regional aircraft and you like the McDonnell Douglas 80 series. That is absolutely one. Do not hesitate. Just go grab it, because I guarantee it's going to be fantastic. It's a well-trusted studio, right up there with PMDG, without a shadow of a doubt. And of course, our good sponsors, Just Flight, with the BAE 146. This is their third run. I think it came out for P3D, came out for X-Plane. Is that right, Shark Kitty?
Yep, I do own it on X-Plane, and it is a blast.
And how would you rank the BAE 146 on X-Plane compared to other airliners in X-Plane?
So I may not be the best one to ask, because I mostly fly GA.
Of course.
So
yeah.
It's a bit hard for me to give a rank, I'd say. So the thing is, Just Flight, it's not really the specialty, so there's always going to be a few points on which developers who just do study levels might do a little better. But it's overall really good. I think it's an awesome airplane to fly. What I really appreciate about it is that it's pretty classic. You're in a plane from the 80s, all gauges, no screens, beside the UFMC, and it's kind of a pilot aircraft. Like, for instance, when you need to set your speed bugs or whatnot, you don't have like just a knob to do that. You need to use sync mode and actually fly the plane to the altitude that gives you the speed you want, and then the AP is gonna catch that up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, and of course, you know, from what we're seeing from the previews on MSFS, it's just looking fantastic. They really know what they're doing. Of course, a huge shout out to all of our friends at Just Flight, who continue to support Positive Rate as well. And of course, this is what it produces. They produce fantastic airplanes like this beautiful Piper Aero Turbo. And you can find that and more on the Just Flight website. Just go to justflight.com. There's also a link to Just Flight in the show description as well. And I'm just watching Shark. You're doing great formation today. J-Hog is swarming in. And checking in with the chat, Black Evil says, I used the original PMDG 737 during my ground school on the 737, and it helped a lot. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, there you go. That's impressive. And Doug says, if anything, the FSX version of the PMDG version of the 747, it would be often. Yeah, awesome. Dark Fury is saying Saturday the 30th for the release. Is that for the MD-83, Dark? And Ollie says, I don't know if I'll pick up the 737. It seems like the devs have put so much effort into it. Biggest feature I can simulate Ryanair landings. Oh dear. Nick, how would you describe a Ryanair landing in 5 words or less?
Ouch. Where's the ambulance?
There you go. That was 7.
I didn't know.
And Biggles, hello, greetings, guys. He says, greetings to you, Biggles. Thank you for joining Positive Rate. We're flying from Seattle to Vancouver today. Hope you can join us. If you're on Flight Simulator, feel free to pop in and help, join us at the next waypoint, which is Kilo Charlie Kilo Hotel. The name forgets me. Was it Lupien Airport. Kilo Oscar Kilo Hotel. And that's why I've got my little map up here, just to remind me, because I'm going to end up overflying it. I'll end up in Vancouver about halfway through the stream, and that'll be it. It'll be over. So. Dirk Ferry says, yeah, it is the Mad Dog on Saturday, the 30th of April. Wow. And was there any indication of pricing? Because that's one I'm actually quite seriously considering as well. Look at that formation. Shark, you're really playing your A game right now. Is this because you have the tracking? Is this what's helping you to fly in formation today?
Well, I'm actually not moving my head much, so I guess not. But the plane I'm flying, I was really looking forward to it in formation because it is an aerobatic plane, but it's not too radical of a design. So yeah. I was sure I would like to do that in this plane. And yeah, the results are great. It's very nice to hold the formation with.
Oh, cool. And don't watch now. Jayhog is sneaking up on the left-hand side there and doing a fantastic job. Really, really good. I think Jayhog. I guess you've always were a good swimmer, but lately I've been watching you do some pretty amazing stuff. So Dark says, don't do a Nick Burrows. Lots of love, 5 words. The release date is set for April the 30th, 2022, and the price will be €75 plus VAT. Ooh. Well.
The level plane, so the level price.
Yeah. Now, some people might say that's expensive, but
it's worth it.
I think I would point out that Fly the Mad Dog, the studio, is up at par with PMDG, so do bear that in mind. And I think the PMDG is going to be a lot more expensive than that, actually, as well. I didn't actually...
I think it's relative as well.
It is. It is, yeah.
How often are you going to fly it? I was in flying along with Digital yesterday, and our friend Wayne had joined us, and he was basically swapping aircraft every 5 minutes, and at one point he spawned in the Junkers. I was thinking, you know what? They bought that when it came out, and I don't think I've actually flown it yet. And I think that's what a lot of the stuff now. I'm going, oh yeah, I must have that, I must have that, I must have that, and then either never visit it again, or maybe fly it once or twice. So yeah, I mean, this is the conundrum we've got at the moment. Mad Dog, Phoenix.
There's so much. There's so much coming out.
Yeah.
I know, and that's only the stuff that we know about. I think there's probably one hiding in the wings that is going to pop out of the woodwork, and everyone's going to go, "Wow, didn't see that coming." You know what I mean? Ollie has you beat, Nick. He's got you beat. 5 words or less, he says. Gotta get spinal reconstruction surgery.
You put me on the spot there. That's not. These guys have had a lot longer to think about.
Hey, look. You know what? I'll give you a second crack at it. You got the whole stream to think about it. Okay.
The whole stream.
But at the moment, Ollie, you get the trophy. That made me chuckle as well. And I don't laugh at everything, but that was good. I enjoyed that one. Well done to you. I'll cheers you with a glass of water.
I've got my pen and paper out.
Oh, that's it. Nick's on. You see, Ollie, this is what you've done. You've got him thinking now. Of course, there's a risk he's going to miss the airport, and which we're coming up to quite soon. And Ollie says, when you compare the 737 to the A320NX, both comparably similar to the average simulator. Yes, I would agree. And the fly-by-wire now, the fly-by-wire 320NX now, it's not quite PMDG, but I'll tell you what, it's really, really close. Really, really close. Because things matter in that airplane. And I'll tell you one of the things that really caught my attention is sorry, I'm going to change the music here. It's a bit gloomy. One of the things that caught my attention yesterday when I was flying the fly-by-wire is I'd start the first engine, and the second engine was spooling up, and so the hydraulics was only delivering to one part of the aircraft, because I happen to have that up. And I was doing a flight controls check, and of course, half the ailerons didn't work. And I thought, oh, I've never seen that before. And then I realized it was because there was only half the hydraulics were being delivered by the engines, and therefore it wasn't working. And I thought, wow, that's attention to detail. That's something that you don't see in everything. And that's a freeware product. It's absolutely incredible. And of course, Dark. We had a bit of a chat about this. I see he's just retracted a message. I wonder if he was going to talk about what I think he might have talked about. Anyway,
that's the typical stuff you see on study levels, and you're not gonna see that on cheaper aircraft. Definitely,
that's right.
BAE does that.
That's right. And of course, BA 146 has all that as well.
Yep.
Anyway, we're coming up to our first landing. So, Nick, are you somewhere behind us?
Yeah, I can see you all.
Okay.
I'm doing my 120 knots. Maybe I should speed up a bit.
You could
catch up.
You could be just pacing us, because I'm only doing 110 actually, which wasn't intentional.
I was doing a few circles after takeoff.
That's okay. Well, we'll rally up at the next airport, and we can kind of stick together again. We'll try it. Because I think there was a bit of a deviation at first, because I was kind of doing a bit of scenic flying around Seattle. But I think from here in, it's pretty much just stick to the route, because there's plenty of nice scenery to look at. It's a beautiful part of the world.
Okay, I don't know whether this is good or bad. I'm doing 180 knots now, so I should catch you up.
Okay, just don't blow your engine. Dark Fury says, I noticed, yeah, I thought you might. And all he says, laughing at Dark, he says, not quick enough, that wasn't quite 5 words. Okay. So we've got a runway we're directly looking at. We're actually going to overfly that and land at, keep looking up the name, keep forgetting it, Lupien, which that runway runs, let me just check my handy dandy map here.
Was that? Yeah, that was Wayne.
Is that Wayne? Wayne!
Yeah.
Hey!
Give it in the chat just to say daga daga daga.
How you doing, the old codger? So we've got our choice of runway 25 or 07, so I think we'll probably come in from the right hand side, from the east, and we'll come at it from runway 25. How's that?
Yeah, that's the best.
I was just going to say, you got to keep your eyes peeled for this one, though. It's not the easiest one to find, but this will be the worst.
My eyes are on your plane.
Okay. So I think I might do a crosswind leg. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a crosswind leg and do a right-hand circuit, just so I know exactly where we are. Because I tried the route out last night as I was planning it, and I could not find this airport. And then the next one, of course, which I've changed now, just didn't exist. So, there's a lot of trees around this too. So, Nick, be forewarned, and J-Hog, be forewarned. Okay.
We're landing when there's no tree.
That's it. Yeah, that's it could well happen. It could well happen.
I think I see where the field is.
Okay, I'm going to manual.
Okay.
we're going to look for this airport. Zoom in on the old map here. Oh no, I was going to do a crosswind first, wasn't I? Okay.
Well, I think if you aim at the little island, you can do a base entry.
Yeah, I've been trying to make things interesting. Because I
Okay.
don't know where the airport is. I want to get visual on it. See, I'm not an expert like you.
Well, I don't know. I just see on my map, but I
If
think I
it-
see
let me-
roughly where it is.
Let me put it this way. If it came to life and death, and of the four of us, someone said you need to pick one simmer who has one chance to land this airplane or you all die, I think we'd all point at you and say, Sharkity!
So much responsibility.
Do you agree with that, Nick?
Oh, absolutely, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
What's the name of the airport we're going to? Oak Harbour.
No, it's I keep looking at it. It's just not sinking in my brain. Lupien. I'm actually
Wait,
just about to overfly it right now.
looking at my
is that
map.
a grass field?
Is it a what? No. It's just a very, very narrow strip.
Oh, right, I see it.
Right, so this is my crosswind now, and it's runway 25 we're going for.
Alright, I'm turning up.
So
Left
I
traffic,
will-
way 25.
So we'll drop the gear down. Give some extra drag. I'm going to degree
Yeah, I
flaps.
get that. Turning left, crosswind, runway 25. And now the head tracking really nice.
I got a funny little stutter there. I think that's about 2.5 there. So we'll hold that. This is all he says I'll be watching next week. Brilliant. Wayne says rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Ollie, he says, hi Willie Canuck, how often do you stream? Is it just when you're free or do you have it scheduled? Ollie, we stream every Thursday at, and I think I see Dark answered. Yeah, every Thursday at 800 Zulu in the summertime, so which is 7 o'clock London time or 2 p.m. Eastern in the US. Or any other time from there, the clock's to 1800 Zulu. Okay, I think we should be good to go here. So I'm going to head back to 2.5 and try and find this runway. That's a bit better.
Oh, you went far.
I did. I'm just enjoying the scenery too much. See, I'm just trying to milk it. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I thought you were in the pattern. That's okay, that's
Oh, okay. I see a
I
flashing
need to
beacon there.
switch to left. There you go. I just extend my downwind to let you pass.
Hoping that flashing beacon's the airport anyway.
Ah.
This is a very narrow runway.
I'm following J-Hog now, so you better be good.
Oh, there you go. Pressure's on J-Hug. Okay,
Wayne,
I got
you're
sight
gonna have to let
now.
us know. Wayne, you're gonna have to let us know whether you can see us tonight. I know he was having trouble yesterday.
Oh, was he?
Oh, hang on, I've just seen a runway. Is that it? Wow.
It's very narrow. Very narrow.
Yeah.
And there's trees on one side of it. It's actually, I forgot, the trees are actually quite, they're nothing in front or behind, so that makes it a bit easier. Oh, someone's just overshot me. Someone else is about to overshoot me. Oh, you guys... Oh, that's Wayne. Wayne's just overshot me. He's thrown me off my pattern as well. Oh, dear. Oh, come on. Get this in. Get this airplane in. Oh, there we go. That wasn't too bad. I'll take that. I'll take that. Are you on the ground, Nick? He's still coming in.
Oh yeah, I'm zigzagging down the runway at the moment.
Okay. There's a bit of a something or other at the end of this. I couldn't quite make out what. I think it's supposed to be like a gravel surrounded by something. Try not to hit the diesel truck there. Okay, here we go. Oh, see someone coming in there. And Shark Kitty must be tailing in from behind there, so we'll go have a quick look around.
Yep.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
Crash. Did someone crash?
Who crashed?
I think Dark's just trying to wind everyone up. There we go. So you believe me now when I said it was a narrow runway.
Yeah, it was narrow.
I have...
But it was actually a nice approach. I liked it.
Yeah, it's not bad to get in there. Oh, we got Biggles on here with us as well. Hey, Biggles. That's who overshot me. Okay. What are you flying, Biggles? Looks like you might have a Seminole? Or a Baron, possibly? Very cool. Welcome to the party.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And of course, I still can't see Wayne's Spitfire. I'm going to have to pick up that model at some point. It'd be nice to see it as a Spitfire.
And try it too, because it's great.
There's a little village over there. I mean, this is the kind of place I'd love to move to. Just get myself a little airplane and it'll do me just fine. Right. So, where are we going next? I think our next stop is Victoria International. So we're going to cross the water. Take off from Lupien, and we're going to cross the water. And as we're crossing, we're actually crossing the border of U.S. and Canada as well. And we're going to overfly Victoria City, this is all Victoria Island.
Yep. And
then land at Victoria International at the top. Sorry, Shark, you're desperate to say something. Go ahead.
No, I was just looking at the pic.
Okay. So let's not waste every time. I think we'll just do a quick fuel check. I think I'm probably alright. Yeah, plenty to get to the next point. And we'll jump back into the cockpit. Oh, what have I missed? Someone...
Wayne, narrow runway. It was about 2,000 meters wide, but only 20 feet long.
That's an old joke. No, actually, Wayne, I saw you land in front of me. It was very impressive considering what you were flying, because I think if I had been in that Spitfire, I don't think I would have got it down as nicely as you did. Okay, so we're gonna props full up here again and taxi out. I think we'll just head right back down the runway and then we'll do a long lazy turn back to course. So I'll get to the end and let everyone rally up behind me. Let's see if we can make a nice sensible queue. That was a nice sensible line. I'll get a picture of all you guys coming up there. Oh, Sharky, you're so impatient. So we got three positive rate liveries there. That's J-Hog and Nick. All right, so Nick's all with us. So can we get 3... That's... I logged that. Oh! There we go. Get a screenshot of that. Very good. Yep, Sharky's definitely in the firmly impatient period right now. So okay. We won't keep her waiting any longer, then.
Nah, no worries. Take your time.
Yeah, it's no worries. I'll do what I want. No, you don't have to worry about it. Ollie says, "I wish I could join you guys flying." Yeah, so do I, Ollie. It's a shame. Hopefully, maybe next week, if you're able to, that'd be great. All right, Shark, I'm about to run right through you. Positive rate.
Oh, okay. We take
it off. Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do this then.
I thought we were taxiing to the other end of the runway.
No, I'm just taking off and doing a circle around. I'm evil that way, you see.
Yeah, I see.
Wayne says, I'm old, I keep forgetting the Spitfire has a tendency not to stop. Yes. Any World War II tail dragger, I would say, probably suffers from that. Okay. This aircraft trimmed out a bit. Out there. And resume course. At least I hope so. Just a quick double check to make sure the airplane's bouncing out. Okay, let's see. Now let's have a look. Beautiful. Oh, J-Hog, well done. J-Hog was right up to me. I can see Nick and Shark Kitty there, and Wayne. Wayne's starting to, he's floating in like the evil vulture that Spitfire is. No diving out of the sun, Wayne. Right, so we'll get the map back up just to recap what we're doing here. We are flying over. We've left Lupien Airport, which is an American airport, and as we cross this patch of water into Victoria Island, we are actually crossing the border of Canada. It's about there. Say about there. That's where the border of Canada is. So from the US into the land of Canucks. Go. Nick, you're falling behind again. What are you doing?
I slowed to 120, and then I thought, actually, now I need to speed up still. So.
Hey, Beluga! Hello, mate. How are you? Are you joining us tonight? There's a definitive lack of 747s flying around on this stream. We're just we're back to the props today, Beluga. We're on our way to Vancouver, or before that, Vancouver ultimately, but before that, Victoria And we're just about to cross over the water. And into Canada.
Who was the boat? Oh, he's behind me.
Oh, here's some good stuff. Let me turn this up a little bit. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, you're definitely you got the trophy for the closest formation tonight for sure, Kitty.
Yeah. I think I was a little closer on the last leg.
That's it. Oh, I see Nick coming up from about. What? Where'd you come from, Nick? You really caught up quick.
Yep, I put my foot down.
You certainly did. Well done. It's almost like that Star Trek Wrath of Khan moment where you just kind of floated up from the bottom. And there was oh, there's Nick.
Yeah, I think he did. I don't know, a looping or an elemental, and I saw it going up.
All right. Okay. I see Biggles down there, back there somewhere. It's gaining on us now. And Bluga says, I'm just popping in to say hi. Oh, no worries. No worries, mate. Good to see you. Thank you for dropping by. Get a look ahead of us here. You can just see Victoria Island starting to emerge out of the distance there. So, anyways, to get back into our chat. So we're talking about airliners. Is there any GA aircraft that anybody's looking forward to? I think we already mentioned the 414 that's coming out. I'm quite interested in that. I was a little bit disappointed just because I want it, but it seems to just flight. It will be they're looking at the Duchess, but they're not going to be looking at it until probably the end of the year, which is fine. I mean, I know they've got probably more important fish to fry at the moment, so
Yeah, that's fine. That's a bit sad to hear because I was looking forward to it.
yeah, me too.
Oh well.
Me too. Because I think
They got other good plans. I mean, BA is gonna be great. I was also looking forward for Tomahawk port, and so they're gonna do that.
Oh, that's just Flight, isn't it? Tomahawk.
Yeah, that's just Flight who's doing the Tomahawk.
Yeah.
It's a notorious plane for its spin characteristics that are so terrible that pilots name this plane the Tomahawk.
Oh
And
dear.
so I wanted to try that.
Yeah.
And I got a friend who actually learned on a Tomahawk, and he says if you don't spin it, it's a really nice plane to fly.
Sounds
And
lovely.
it's supposed to be even more stable than a Cessna.
It's supposed to be more stable than a Cessna, but it spins.
Like, but just don't spin it.
Oh, right, okay.
That's what he told me about it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be my first choice. Ollie
Because
says...
I don't risk anything in the sim. I will spin it just to see
yeah, exactly.
if they nail that down.
Ollie says you need to have a positive rate air show just to show off the Spitfire maneuvers. Yeah, indeed. There you go, Wayne. You're getting compliments here. And Dark says, yeah, this is a good one. He says I'd really like a Lancaster and an and Avro, as opposed to an Avro Lancaster. So I want a Lancaster. On that side, I'm looking for that. I'm really looking forward to somebody, hopefully, to do a B-25 Mitchell. But in terms of GA, the only other one that I would really love to see is a... it's actually something that's equivalent to the 414. As someone was mentioning that there might be a Saab, someone's working on a Saab 340. I don't know if you heard anything about that, Shark.
Sorry, say again?
Some studio is allegedly working on a Saab 340.
A Saab 340.
Which is it's not quite GAA. It's more like a small regional prop airliner, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
I've actually flown on one. Beautiful airplanes.
Oh.
The Avro is the Vulcan. Well, Avro, I thought Avro was a manufacturer, not an actual model of an airplane.
The Avro is just a modern variant of the BAE 146.
Okay.
If Dark Fury is referring to the Avro RJ series,
Not sure.
because I don't know what was the deal with that, but basically when they wanted to do a newer version, they say, hey, let's just rename it. And I don't know, that's weird.
Maybe.
And so now when you show that plane, I think even you did that when I showed you screenshots of the BAE 146 on X-Plane when it came out.
Yeah.
People they me, oh, it's an Avro. No, it's BAE.
Ollie's got a good one. He says he'd like to see some more gliders.
Oh, there's developers who's doing pretty cool gliders, and they're all free.
Yeah.
And you don't have what it's called updrafts from the clouds. I forgot how it's called.
Right. Yeah.
It's not there yet, but reach lift works, so you can soar in flight sim.
Yeah, it does. It's just not officially supported as yet, because you don't have. I think the whole experience of that actually have a proper tow vehicle and something along that lines. But yeah, gliders. I think it is a miss, to be fair, because probably the best gliding experience I ever had though in a sim was the original Flight Unlimited, which came out in 1997, something like that. But it was really, really cool. I don't think I've had quite a similar experience to it since.
I've already used Condor, which is dedicated to gliders. I think it the only sim to ever do that. But it's way too old now. But I did try one of the gliders in flight sim, and I had fun with it.
And it's called Condors.
Condor, yeah, that was
Condor.
gliders.
Okay.
Oh, I need to switch tank.
We're just coming up
There you
to
go.
Victoria Island now. So we're going to overfly the island first. Or sorry, not overfly the island. We're going to overfly Victoria City. And then head on to the north where Victoria International is. Which
Okay.
I think is the second largest airport in the province of British Columbia. 'Cause it's actually quite a populated place. A very desirable place to live. I think your average 3-bedroom house here probably goes around $1 million plus or something like that. It's kind of like Vancouver's version of the Hamptons. But yeah, other GA airplanes I'd like to see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I haven't. Definitely more twins. I think, if anything, what we need, which the FlySimWare 414 is a step in the right direction, is more choice in twins, especially high performance, high altitude twins.
Definitely. I like your Mole M7, but at the same time, I don't know on which sim I want it.
Because you split your time between X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Simulator, don't you? So.
Yeah. The thing is, you can do good tail dragger behavior in X-Plane if you do something custom.
Okay.
Flight sim, it's not really good, but also push flight is more fun in flight sim, so I don't know on which sim I want it.
Yeah, it's true. It's a hard. I would find that a struggle. Ollie says, I'd love to fly the de Havilland DH-88 in the sim. What's the DH-88? I'm not familiar with that one. You don't mean a Dash 8, I take it, Ollie.
Maybe that's that.
So, de Havilland made a lot of different funny airplanes, so...
Yeah.
Was it not a de Havilland that broke a speed record? There was also a de Havilland that actually crossed the English Channel for the first time or something like that. Well, there's City of Victoria. Not to be confused with Vancouver, but it is actually quite a sizable city. All situated on the southeastern point of the Victoria Island. I think it's Victoria Island.
They have a harbor there with planes.
They do. They have actually, I think more than one.
Yeah, they got like twin otters, turbo otters, stuff like that.
Oh yeah. De Havilland Beavers as well.
Oh yeah.
GHC2. Oh, the DH-80, it's the racing plane. Yes, Ollie, you know what? I know the one you're on about. Yeah, I know the one you're on about. The DH-88. Was that the one I'm thinking of? It kind of had like a low wing and it was bright red or dark, deep red kind of color. If it's the one I'm thinking of. I think it actually made an appearance in FSX. But yeah, I mean, I never really thought of Victoria as a large city, but when you're flying over it, it's massive. And Ollie says, I can't copy and paste a photo into the chat, sadly. No, but you could join our Discord if you want. Feel free to drop in a photo in the... you could drop a photo in Positive Route screenshots. More than welcome to do that. Yeah, the red one. Okay, yeah, I know the one you're on about. Shark Kitty getting impatient again, floating up and down just to try to keep formation loosely.
No, that's good. I was sending the Discord link.
Oh yes, you took your hand.
A bit much multitasking.
Took your hand off the stick. Okay, fair enough. I take it back. I take it back. Right, we should see an airport coming up shortly, I think. Excuse me while I cough. So nobody watching the stream had to see that. But right, where is the airport?
I think it's further away.
I think it's on that northern tip.
Yep.
Yep.
You see where it's widening a bit in the distance?
Yep, I do. Yep.
But that's just before that.
Oh, and we've got BC Sim Pilot. Okay, hello. Hi, BC Sim Pilot. We're in your territory. Yeah. He says, how's it going? Steve from Charlie Yankee X-Ray X-Ray. Well, hello, fellow Canadian. Great to see you on. He says, nice to see some Canadian content for a change. I'm actually the best of both worlds because I'm a Canadian, Steve, but I also live in Scotland. So I'll show you my airplane really quick. You'll appreciate this. And this was done by my good friend Dark Fury. That's my tail there.
No, that's a Just Flight Arrow.
It's a Just Flight Arrow, yeah, but it's the tail design, the Scott Leaf. Oh, the Carinado, yes, no, it's the Just Flight Arrow. The Just Flight Arrow. They're our sponsors.
And Turbo, to be precise.
Yeah. Haven't heard much about the A380 from Fly-by-Wire, have we? No. Nick, you must have an opinion about this.
As in?
The Airbus 380. Ollie's saying we haven't heard much about it.
Which I think is good. I think I hear every now and again different forums, different social media platforms, fly-by-wire say, yep, we're still working on it, but they're not giving the whole, you know it's coming, it's there on the installer, so you know it's there, it's being worked on. I'd say sometime this year.
My theory is that until they get to a point where they've gotten all of their main bucket list items on the 320, we probably won't see the 380 because I think they want that 380 to come out in as complete a package possibly from a systems perspective as they can.
Oh, I see the runways.
I do. So
which runway? Let me add.
You take your pick. I'm probably going to take the I don't know what it'd be, runway 30 or something like that.
30?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's just there then. I need to turn off my odometer. There you go. And your flaps open.
BC Subpilot says subscribe. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. There should be a notification come up for that.
Yeah, way hot. Yeah, I'm gonna need to sleep actually.
Oh, you see, I was able to slow it down just enough, I think. I'm still a bit hot.
Why do you mean sync rate? No, I'm not pulling up.
Well, I'm gonna give it a go. Canadian will show you how to do it. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, I'll go around.
Get this back into. Oh, that's a weird one. I think that was a Twitch notification, strangely enough.
Oh, Beluga, that's sad.
Get the ground effect there. Let it coach down. little bit of bounce. Oh well, that's all right. Whoa. I could kick the rudder a bit too hard there. Anyway. Beluga says, "Oh, Beluga!" He says, "Beluga said I had 25 minutes. I might join in just for a bit." And then as soon as he loaded it up, it says he got Sim Update 9. This happened to you last time, Beluga, didn't it? It was like a World Update 8 or something like that. Right, where do we go in this airport then? It probably doesn't matter. I think, does everyone want to just meet me at the end of at the start of runway 14?
Yeah, I'm coming in on runway 03 for some reason. I can't actually see you lot, so hopefully I will see you again on the ground.
Okay, fair enough. We're not streaming on Twitch, are we?
Are we? Excellent.
I don't think so. But Beluga's just followed me on Twitch, and so is Average Plane Enjoyer, so I don't know if that's BC SimPilot, because but hey, you know, a couple more Twitch subscribers doesn't hurt, I suppose. Yeah, I'm just so
that's a better approach.
This place threshold at runway 14, so that's where I'm going to sit and wait for you guys here. I like my 80s vibe tune here. This is awesome. I like this. Beluga says you're not live on Twitch. Okay. All right.
Ask the Canadian then. Is this a World War II airport because of its configuration?
Oh. Quite possibly. Quite possibly. And the only reason I would think it would be is it could have been a staging point for airplanes supporting the Pacific Fleet. So yes, potentially. Now I don't know how far north the Japanese forces came, water-wise, but I'm sure Victoria is probably a potential target. I think certainly for submarines, anyway. So yeah, it could well have been actually, Nick. It's not something I have to look into.
It's something I've learned off of Judicial. The cross, the way the runways cross.
Yeah.
They denote they've been military at some stage.
Yeah.
They've all spawned back in. Perfect. I can see you now.
Well, that's something I never knew actually. That because you do. Well, what about Midway then? Chicago Midway, would that fall into that category?
That F-18 rammed into the ground.
Yeah, he's buzzing us. There was an F-18 up earlier. It said the gamer tag was Public Enemy. Which I thought was hilarious.
We got.
Here it comes. Oh well, you got your 15 seconds of flame here, mate. Cool. Okay. Anyways, we ready to go?
Yep.
I wonder if he realizes he was on the stream or not. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering.
Musty Hat is his name. Musty Hat. Brilliant. Luga says, please just update, it's just torture. Wayne says, these submarines are lovely. Okay. There's always a Tom Cruise nearby, PC Pilot says. Oh, sorry, I should have taken off by now. See, I'm watching the chat and trying to take off at the same time. It's not a good combination. Gear up.
That's not a good idea.
Positive rate. Gear up.
But I'm next gear.
That's no excuse. Okie dokie. So we got one more stop to make and then on our way to Vancouver. And the next one, I think it's Orcas is the name of it. We'll get the airplane up to 1,000 feet first. But there I'll do, I think. Get the all pot switched on. Set our heading. And hopefully that should take us on course to Orca, which is... Get our flight map up again here. We're crossing back over. We're going to fly over some islands. And then Orca is actually right on the northern tip of a set of islands. Now you're going to like this one, Nick. This one, the part of the runway faces right against the water. So I think we're going to come at it from the north. What do you think?
Perfect, yeah. Yep, that'll do me.
Okay. Very reminiscent of Boeing Airport.
It was just so much fun.
It was. We got to do that again, actually. That was, I believe that was Digital's flight plan, wasn't it?
We. The speed.
Oh no, or was that my flight plan? I can't remember. I think was it the first or second positive rate? Oh, speed. Is that what you're shouting at me about?
Yes, that's what I was shouting at. I'm not turbocharged, I can't follow that.
Ah, there you are.
Okay, I'm slowing right down. I'm going to try and get it down to... This airplane's barking at me. It thinks I'm going to crash it. Okay, I'm taking it right down 100 knots. So just if you guys can shout when you caught up to me.
Okay.
So, Steve, this is your territory. Tell us a bit about some of these islands that we're overflying, because it's just amazing. Let me know in the chat if you can. Just give us a bit of a history lesson. I didn't do much research ahead of time. Now, as a Canadian, I'm actually from Hamilton. I'm from the Hammer, so I never actually made it out to BC. I've been all the way out east. But yeah, we'd love to know more if you can drop us a few tidbits on this beautiful place. Jayhawk says, heading down your way this weekend, Nick Burrows. Off to Bromley for the weekend. Okay. There you go, Nick. Maybe we can get a bit of a meet up there. And Beluga says, when we first got our jotters for science at school, we had to design it. I drew a Concorde. Today our science teacher was talking about Concorde, and I'm hoping he doesn't see my drawing. Fair enough. You guys catching up?
Yep.
Okay. Nick's still toiling behind. Musty Hat seems to be flying with us as well, which is cool. And Wayne's way back there, but I know he's going to close that distance in a heartbeat. Well, there's that F-18 buzzing by. Well done. Nick, do you need some time to catch up to us, or how are you getting on?
No, sorry, I did say I caught up, but then I realised I was muted, so...
Oh, okay, no
Yes,
worries.
I have caught up. Yep, I'm there.
It's just a very short hop to the next landing, this one, so... So actually, there's not much point in me increasing speed, because... yeah, we're not far away. So I'm just going to take a quick look at this this island. Some beautiful natural beaches around here as well. Or it could be all rocks, can't quite tell. I'm sure there is. But we just overflew an airstrip. I mean, can you imagine having a little house there and an airplane? Because you'd need the airplane. Oh, there's Musty Hat blazing by in the F-18 again. I don't know if he thinks he's trolling or if he's just trying to be part of the stream. Either way, he's very entertaining, so there's no way he can troll us. Because we love airplanes, all of them. Any way you can get them.
I think it's part of the experience to have those.
Absolutely. So what?
It's your little FSX Team Edition vibe.
we have a meme for that if someone wants to hit the meme. And that's our destination. We're heading to that island up there. Actually, we're overflying this island, and I think our landing is just on the tip up there. This is actually one big island, and the airport is just over this island, up just on the edge there somewhere. Ollie says, I got final exams coming up in 20 days, so I can't anymore. Pray for me. Oh, Ollie, I'm sorry. Been there years ago, but yeah, I never forget the stress from exams. Oh, there goes Nick. Presuming it's Nick. Oh no, it's Jayhawk. Okay.
Hey-ho.
Oh, I see you now, Nick. Beautiful day. It's actually a bit of a cliff face on some of these islands as well. And Beluga's praying for Ollie. See, this is community support, guys. Right, so moving on. Aircraft that we'd like to see. What about, and there's already quite a few in this category, but what about modern military aircraft? Nick, I'll pick on you first. Do you have anything that you'd like to see that hasn't been announced yet?
What, military-wise?
Modern military aircraft, yeah.
I will pass on that because my knowledge of military aircraft is zero.
Okay, fair enough. Sure, Kitty, do you have any opinion?
Sorry, say again?
Is there any modern military aircraft that you would like to see come out that hasn't been announced yet?
No, I don't think so. I'm not that much into those kind of aircraft.
Fair enough. I'm going to give you one that I'd like to see. How about me?
Yes.
I would like to see a Starlifter. Or a high-fidelity C-130 Hercules.
Didn't they one
So
out? No.
I don't think so. Or at least not a good one. And if hands up, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay, let's change the subject. What about a vintage aircraft? Is there anything you'd like to see?
Ooh.
You know, I would like. I don't. Is this vintage? I'd like to see 727.
Vintage airliner, yeah. Well, certainly on that vein, I'd love to see a. No, I'll go with you on that 727. Yeah. I think they're still being flown, very rarely. I think there's you'll find them in Africa.
Yeah,
There's still some countries in Africa
yeah.
that use them. Aye.
727. I do have one on X-Plane.
Do they?
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah. What I do like is the comments that are being made about, say for instance, the 7.3, that the 7.3 in other simulators has always been, oh, it's the best, it's the best, it's the best. And
Yeah.
since PMDG have brought it over to Microsoft Flight Simulator, people
Yeah.
like the Flying Fabio are saying, this is so much better than any other sim because they've been able to bring in even more
Yeah.
than the other sims.
So yeah,
I
not
think
to bash other
it's out there
sims.
now.
Yeah, not to bash other sims, but just that they've added yet more to the model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when people say now, oh yeah, well yeah, we've got a 727 in the other sim, or
Yeah.
we've got things like that. It's a case of, well, yeah, but let's bring it into Microsoft Flight Simulator and just see what they can do now.
That's it. And Biggle says the DC-3, Nick. Now, I thought that this was possibly
one.
announced by somebody.
There's one.
It's been announced, yeah.
Who was it that was doing that?
It's Flight Simware.
Is it?
No.
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 There's a
Aeroplane
freeware one out there.
Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
There is a freeware one, yeah, but I
The
think I'm
freeware
talking.
one that Kevin flies all the time.
Yeah.
Obviously, there is a payware one coming out.
I lost Weedy.
See, I you know what? I don't get me wrong. I really like freeware, and obviously, you know, if not for freeware, we wouldn't have the fly-by-wire 320. But when it comes to vintage, I don't mind paying a little bit of money if it means that we're going to get like good detail, good flight modeling, that kind of thing. So yeah, and I think I gotta agree with Biggles. You know, given the choice of I've overshot this runway.
Oh, I thought you were committing to land.
No, I'm just gonna have to hit the brakes. I should be okay, actually.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Landing was good. The position on the runway of the landing was terrible.
As long as you're on the ground safe.
Yeah, any landing you can walk away from.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, I might just catch you guys on the tarmac here too. If I'm quick, could just get J-Hawk coming in. A little bit of a hop. Actually, he might be alright. Very narrow runways today, Shark Kitty.
Well, that one's fine.
Yeah. Nick, are you down?
No, I'm on my way.
Okay, we'll get you coming in for landing. Now, you're going to be on the spotlight for this one, mate.
Oh, great.
And so is Wayne. Wayne's around your area as well.
I better start concentrating.
And Beluga's saying, Ollie, I bought this 777 from Captain Sim, and I think it's all right. Yeah, you know, it's... Well, hang on, because...
With a salty.
Oz Flight Simmer makes this point a lot. It's not expensive, right? And for the sake of argument, if someone wants to see or try out something that looks like a 777, okay, maybe it's not. Oh, Nick, almost. Oh, you rescued it. You rescued it. Oh, well done.
No, bounced.
And here comes Wayne. Oh. Wayne's actually flying quite civilized in that Spitfire today.
I think that 777 is just a 3D model. It's using the cockpit systems of the default 747. And I don't know if it's worth
exactly.
much.
Yeah. Well,
Salty have brought out a mod for it, and they have taken over. They're now producing something, and I think Dark will probably be able to say more in the chat, but something that's a lot more realistic than for both the 777 and the 767.
okay.
So where they've got their Salty mod for the 747, they've also been working on the Captain Sim and doing their own integration mods or whatever you want to call it into that as well.
All right. Okay.
And it's proving quite popular.
Salty's
it's so much better.
Yeah, Salty's they're getting very, very busy, aren't they?
Yeah.
I do want to give the 747 another crack, but I've heard that Sim Update 9 has broken it.
Ah.
So
Talking of vintage, that's what I would
Yeah.
like to see as well. A 747
200,
100.
a 100. Ooh,
Oh,
Yes.
that's pretty much like a Concorde without that doesn't go supersonic.
Yeah.
Um,
So I think we've got the
Dark
mods
says,
there.
check my above post. Sorry, I'm missing it.
Cool.
Compatibility mode for a 777 makes it a lot better. Okay. Still, money that people are paying, it really is a ripoff. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I mean, at the end of the day, you vote with your wallet, don't you? So, and don't get me wrong, I haven't purchased the 777 either. As far as the 777 is concerned, and I do want one, I'm going to be waiting for PMDG to bring their back catalog into Microsoft Flight Simulator. I suspect once the 737 comes out and they get all of the initial bugs out of the way, we're probably going to see that back catalog start to come out a lot faster because they're going to have a lot of the issues worked out. It all depends on how quickly they can adapt all the other airplanes, but if you want, as far as the definitive 777 experience, I would say PMDG is probably the place to look. Did they ever bring the 777 out to X-Plane, Charcutie? PMDG?
I don't think PMDG is
Have
on
they ever
X-Plane.
released anything on X-Plane? Maybe it's P3D I'm thinking about.
I don't think they're on X-Plane.
Okay, never mind.
At
So
least
the-
I don't see them on the store.
Yeah. All he says is Salty 747 is so much fun. It looks fun. I was trying it out the other day, and I got onto the taxiway, get up to 20 knots, and overstressed the aircraft. No idea what I did or what caused it. So if you have any ideas, Ollie, let me know. And Beluga says you can live with a 777, but the C-130 is awful. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think there's anything.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. The worst thing is that Captain Sim makes the buyer think they have no cockpit, or not having a cockpit is a feature. Well, yeah, and when I talk about the C-130, I'm not talking about what's available. I'm talking about I want someone to actually do a proper C-130. I would definitely try that around. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think it'd be very popular.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Beluga says there is a 777 and XP11, but not PMDG.
Yes.
Okay. Shall we get back on course, guys? Feel free to spool up and take off, and I'll fall behind you this time. I think I'll be one of the last ones to take off.
Okay.
I'll just wait for the stream to catch up so everyone can hear me.
yeah. I can't see anyone, so I should just go. I think.
Yeah, just off you go, mate.
Oh, Dark Furry. I see you in the 747.
Oh, has he joined?
Yes.
Oh god. I'm getting out of here.
Oh my god. Why? Oh well, I got run over by 747 today then.
The mountain, well, the train seems quite high, Willie. What's your altitude for this sector?
Let's see, 2,000? We try 2,000?
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, what terrain? We're going over the water.
It starts to get a bit more hilly as you get towards Vancouver.
Okay.
I think we're probably... Yeah, 2,000 would probably do, I think.
2,000?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And if it's not high enough, go higher. Or go around.
You can always go around.
Beluga says he's only 56%. Oh, what a shame. Yeah, it's something I have to check now before streams. I always make sure I boot up at least 2 days before. And actually, even on the day, just to make sure there's nothing lurking in the update world. Because sometimes there's a hotfix, and they don't really announce when the hotfixes are coming out. They just show up. And they can vary anywhere from a couple hundred megabytes to up to a gig. So, you know, if you're on a time budget and you're looking to do something, you can get caught out pretty quickly.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
PMDG 737.
Yeah.
Started with the 700. Then we're going to go for the 600, is it? Or the 400? I can't remember.
800, I think.
800 is last, isn't it?
Oh, is that the last one?
Yeah. Clever marketing.
All right.
Where
Because
they keep on
that's the
saying-
longest. That's the longest range, I think. 800.
Everybody wants the 800, but no one wants to be the fear of missing out. So let's bring out the 700, which wasn't so popular.
But why? You know,
Bring that.
I think that's really.
Everyone buys it.
I think that's really irritating. I mean, why not just take a poll and do... Fair enough if they want to do the 700 first and then do one after, but actually get a poll to say what should we bring out next and just do that and not try to grift people for all of these models, because I think it's really unfair.
My point was that the 700, there's lots of references being made that the 100 and 200, certain items from that are still found in the 700, but there's
Right.
no word on a 100 or 200 version.
Strange.
It's very strange to me. I would have thought that would have been an option.
Yeah, I would have thought so as well.
Are you going
I'm,
too fast?
well, I'm going 120 knots, so I can either speed up or you guys can circle around here.
I'll slow
Ah.
down.
Yeah, I see you, Shark. I'm doing 120.
I
I mean,
was
I
doing
can-
120, but that's
I can catch up it quick enough, so... Just stay where you guys are and I'll try and catch up too.
But I'm on course now, so just keep your speed. I'll slow down.
Yep, you guys are dead ahead. Beluga says, I think the 800 is last, yep. Ollie says, I think that's the right idea, right? Hot fix, like a hot potato, you never know when it's coming for you. I'm now going 140, 150. Heck with it. Let's just max it out.
And of course, Just Flight announced the 757, but that's going to be a year.
Now that I will jump on. Absolutely jump
Yep.
on. Is that going to be a full fidelity aircraft?
Not too sure at the moment.
Because there is a 757 coming out. Or is that the Just Flight one I'm thinking of?
Might be the Just Flight one.
Hmm.
It's not by Just Flight, it's by someone else. But it's
Okay, yeah, it could be the one I'm thinking of then. I don't think they said it was going to be a... They said it won't be study level. Not that I think anything's study level anyway, but I do wonder what that actually means. So...
Is it design or something?
No.
No.
Huh.
But then, I mean, the Concorde's not study level, but everyone seems to like it. So
Well, that's DC design.
Yeah.
They don't do study level.
Lucas says, your plane is not a match for my singular rocket booster from the space shuttle. Yeah, fair enough.
You know what I'd like to see? An A350.
Aerosoft apparently is considering that.
Huh.
Then what? Yeah.
Because they are coming out with an Airbus 330, so you could probably see what that seems like when that arrives, and then decide whether you'd want a 350.
Buddy, you are so right. We need a hot air balloon going Mach 4. The good old days.
The funny thing about the Airbus 350 though is I was talking to a pilot. They said the climb performance is terrible.
Ah.
So maybe there's a different opinion for that. I'm not sure, but. Lucas says we need to intercept hot air balloons in F-18s. Yeah, Ollie says, how have we not had implementation of the infamous hot air balloon yet? I'll tell you one reason, Ollie, because everyone knows what a balloon does and what it's meant to do. You take it up, and whatever the prevailing wind is, that's where you go. I guarantee if they brought that out, someone would complain about it and say, this doesn't seem complicated enough. Or I would just wait for someone, Nick, that come out with a balloon, and then someone complained that it's not study level.
No, it'll be. Has it got VNAV?
Has it got
That's what everybody asks, isn't it? Has it got VNAV?
How do you
Where's
turn
the
on?
AP?
How do you turn on the pitot heat for
How
this
can
stuff?
I auto land?
Where do we find the tablets?
Exactly. There you go, Nick. Just about to fly over you.
Fine. Good. I did make a bit of a mistake.
What was that?
I had put my gear up now, so I did shoot up.
Okay.
My speed shot up a bit.
There we go. We're just. We're not far away. So just coming up to the southern, or one of the southern tips of mainland BC here. This will be a peninsula of some kind. Getting overtaken by all sorts of people here. See, this is what happens. I go 120 and everyone decides to... Oh, it's because I got my flaps in, that's why. So I'm pretty sure we don't have it because the devs are scared of the terrorization we'll have in the community. Is that if they release a hot air balloon? You just you'll sign in one day to do some flying, and then suddenly you're just surrounded by hot air balloons. I seem to think that the Nazis had this problem when they were trying to fly over Britain.
I mean, they did give us the F-18.
They did. I haven't tried out the updated F-18 yet. Looks pretty good with all the different effects. Because it does the supersonic bubble and it does water wake trails. There you go. I can see Dark
nice
Fury
if,
up there somewhere. Sorry, what are you going to say, Shark? Go ahead, Shark, sorry.
It would be nice if third-party jets developers pick up those effects for their planes.
Yeah, that's it. Ollie says we won't be intercepting hot air balloons and F-18s. Oh no, we'll be intercepting F-18s and hot air balloons.
That's fact.
There's
Hey,
Jayhawk,
I don't
Nick
have
there.
my Yoda on. Thought I took it on.
I see another plane way out there. I don't know if they're with us. That's alright. A couple interesting places just off of Vancouver City here. What do you think, Nick? Does that look military or not?
Which one are we talking about?
This peninsula with what looks to be... Is it a runway at the end?
Oh, I don't know.
Either that or a very posh community. There's a big car park down there anyway. I wonder if that's naturally occurring. It almost looks man-made. That's why I thought it might be military.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks man-made.
It does, doesn't it?
But I think it looks commercial. Oh, I'm not looking at this. Sorry.
It could be like it's possibly like for dock for cargo.
Like the second one, you.
That looks like cargo.
I think I can see like the cargo thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it looks like a massive ferry cargo terminal.
Yeah, the first one could be a ferry terminal actually. That did occur to me. And you do get a lot of ferries that come in around this area. Well. Probably turn that map off. I think it's quite obvious that we're close to Vancouver. See Shark down in front of me there.
I'm trying to look behind me. I don't see you.
I see.
Oh, you're a little above me. Okay, I see where you are.
Oh, Nick, he's finally come out with it. Ryanair landing. Send medics and mechanics now. Yeah.
Perfect.
There you go. And all he says, Ryanair landings will single-handedly turn Boeing into Boeing. Yeah.
I can't work out that second island at all. I've got no idea what it is.
Yeah, it's one to look up, I think. Interesting. I probably, arguably, 90% certain it would be a cargo.
Was it train?
A cargo receiving area. Well, it could be trains so big that you'll be getting large cargo ships and offloading the containers.
Yeah. It's a railway line that goes all the way up as well, so I'm wondering if...
Yeah, they'll hook right into the national rail network.
Yeah.
Probably in and out, Nick. So it won't just be cargo coming in. It'll probably be heavy goods going out as well.
What's the biggest thing that Canada exports?
Wheat.
Ah, okay.
Wheat, oil, nickel, lumber.
All the things we need at the moment.
Yeah, all the things you can't get or you're paying ridiculous amounts of money for.
Yeah.
So, Shark Kitty, what's your runway of choice here?
26 left.
We have a
26 left. Alright, so I gotta come in from... make a right turn here then.
426.
Hang a right, Nick, come in from the right side.
Okay, yeah, I'm just bringing up the charts now. Got it. I like to appear a little bit professional and have some charts.
Nah, you don't need charts,
Yeah.
just use your eyes.
Every now and again.
He did say 26 left, Shark, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm an old Boy Scout, me. Just give me a compass and a map, and I'll find you. Our monkeys get paid peanuts, Dark Fury says. We still talking about Ryan or... No, get off there. Wally says, I'm tempted to join in a community flight and fly the A320 in full landing config at one time. Well, you can try, Ollie, if you want. We had a 747-800 trying to match us through the Grand Canyon last week with some success. And Dark Fury's up, obviously buzzing around one right now, so... See if I can get it right down here. I want to get it right to that stall point. There we go. Never mind. Right, so where are we going to rally up? I have no idea where the charts are here.
I did not look the chart.
No, it's just to figure out where to park. Alright, so if you want to go, want to head to around gate 22, if you can see that on the charts, Nick.
I just follow the wheelie.
I'm taking Delta Golf to runway or ramp 21. That's where I'm heading. So it's on the southwestern, most southwestern apron. And I've heard this is a very pretty airport, actually. Interesting airport because, like Los Angeles, Vancouver gets international flights from both the west and east direction. So they'll get flights from Europe, and they'll also get flights from the west, from Asia and Australia. And I think I've been watching the SID Squad streaming plane spotting, and they quite often get a Qantas. There's a Qantas 787 that flies direct from Sydney all the way to Vancouver, which is wow, crazy. There's a WestJet over there. I think I'll park between the. There's a WestJet and is that an Air Canada behind it? Yeah, it is.
Only Streamlabs is a bit sensitive on the auto moderation, but I don't see. Let me look.
So I'm gonna.
All right. I guess Streamlabs made the wrong decision there, but you know it's just about.
No worries. I'm actually at ramp 17. I think that'll do. Kill the engines there. Okay. Should I turn that off? Alright, let's see where we are. Make a nice shot here. Don't know if you guys have the Vancouver scenery, but we're actually parked in between an Air Canada, I think it's an Air Canada 7 or A320 and a WestJet 737-800. That'll be a good shot. Right, so yeah, if you can find me on the tarmac, everyone, if you want to rally around, and we'll get a group photo before we leave. Oh, Ollie, did you get caught by Cloudbot or something, did you?
It was like, he just used like 2 special characters in his message, and Streamlabs thought he was spamming. I guess we gotta check if we don't have a setting wrong there.
That's it. Right, where's that? Sharky, is that you parked behind me?
Yeah.
You're facing the wrong direction. Turn around.
Well, I already stopped my engine.
I don't care. You can slow it if you want.
Okay.
Oh, I guess
By the way,
7-4.
turn while he's slewing.
Did you see what's rolling in from the
There you
taxiway? There's some 747-800 coming in. Now, Dark, if you could.
Is it fine here?
All right, that's perfect. Yeah, you can see Nick coming in. He's going to run over this beautiful WestJet, these lovely static aircraft. I know he's going to drive right over top of them. There's Nick coming strolling in here. J-Hog's down there. I can see him.
Right, I'm coming on 16.
Well, I can kind of see, if you see where we are, and you can look at my stream to kind of situate yourself somehow.
Yeah, hang on.
What would be nice is if you could come right behind me and Shark Kitty. That would be perfect. I think Dark's kind of got that idea. Dark's, yeah, you're spot on, Dark.
Oh my god. Right, I see Dark, I see Shark. Ah! Yeah, I think different sceneries. Right, let me see what I can do.
Dark's gonna drive over the WestJet. Bit further, Dark, bit further. If you can, Dark, if you can put your nose right behind me, that'd be perfect.
I got no idea why I see Dark as an A380.
Oh, I see him as a
And I see him as 747.
Lovely.
Huh? Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Actually, Dark, where you are is probably perfect if you just want to straighten your nose up. That'll do. Yeah, he's going to cut off the WestJet here. And he's fading out. I knew that was going to happen. Oh, well, that's all right. Well, I'll do. Quick grip shot here. There we go. And get back all the ID tags as well. Right. Okay. An interesting selection of music tonight as well, actually. Well, it's been quite the evening. So, thank you very much, Shark Kitty, for joining us again tonight. It was a good chat.
Always nice to be here.
And Nick, I was kind of putting you front and center in the conversation a bit tonight, but thanks for coming along, mate. It's always great having you on. And it was a almost perfect landing over at that last airport. So we got it all on camera. I can prove it.
Yeah. No, let's never discuss that again.
No worries. Anyway, yeah, so that's another positive rate wrapped in the bag. And Nick has already crucified me for not having next week's flight straightened up. So we're going to have a chat as a team and decide where we're going to go next. But do check the channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. And do hit that like. It really helps us out. And you'll be notified when we're going to have our next stream. And it's either going to be something in jets or something in props. We haven't decided yet, have we, guys? So, but we're going to figure it out.
Something in plates.
Or maybe hot air balloons. And Wayne says the usual plague of the disappearing flyers is stuck again. This is quite normal in FS update. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Dark needs to park himself so everybody else is sheltered under those wings. Yeah, indeed. Anyways, and huge thanks to Ollie and Beluga and of course Wayne, who's emerged back from the dead again, joined us tonight. Always great to have you along, mate. Ollie says that was an amazing stream. I really enjoyed that. I'll be back on Thursday, 7 p.m. sharp. Ollie, absolutely fantastic that you came along, and we're looking forward to seeing you again, mate. All the best to you, and of course Wayne. Thank you for joining us tonight, mate. It's you've been missed. You've been absolutely missed. And Jayhog says, thanks, Willie. It's been a nice evening. Cheers and good night. Cheers to you, Jayhog. And we'll see you and everyone else on Positive Right. Nick, say good night to the fine folks.
Good night, everyone.
And Shark Kitty, would you mind?
Good night, everyone.
And that's good night for me. I'm Willie Canuck. You've been watching Positive Rate. Have a pleasant evening, and we'll see you next week. We're going to bring that music down, and the noise of the Sims down. And I'll leave you with one final thing, which is Observatia Doctrina et Amicia, which is respect, learning, and friendship. Good night, folks. Take care.